They make me
It
happy.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Although most of you guys half of you guys are on Quest, so maybe you'll see it one day.
Indeed. Oh,
Brayden, maybe that's just amazing.
his penguin pack is just really, especially in that. A lot of mustache wax goes into that.
That's a Unity standard model, right?
It is, but with some customization and stuff.
You put some junk on it. That's awesome.
Oh,
I didn't.
Oh, you
But
did it.
yes,
Oh.
Someone did.
Hey,
Guaranteed
it's
the
my
feature I want to see
Big old
is
spoon.
what the
Hello.
Yeah, there is no spoon.
Hello.
Oh, wait, there is.
Hello.
There might be a spoon. Is there a spork?
Hello.
Who could say?
Feels like a mirror.
Hey, Terrence, how are you?
There we go.
What's up?
I'm good.
Friend?
I keep picking avatars that people pick. Hi. I'm gonna pick something else.
Hi there.
Hello.
Aloha.
Welcome.
Aloha. Happy
The carbon
Cinco,
fiber
everyone.
cat. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
indeed.
Oh yeah.
It's
I wasn't here last
Revenge
week
of
because
the
I was in
Fifth.
Hawaii, so that didn't
It
work
is,
out.
that's right. Day after
Revenge of the
Quattro.
Revenge of the Fifth.
Oops.
I've never heard that.
Let's see. Should
Yeah.
I be this guy?
Made a Sith be
I better
with
do
you.
another. Better do something
That's
else. The
tomorrow.
spoon's getting out of hand.
Oh,
I know
May the
someone
6th. Well, then what is May the 5th?
Hi.
Your
Revenge of the
That's today.
Ah.
This is too much. It's always too much. You know what? I would totally pay for VRChat like Plus if they just let anybody wear a hat. It's just hats.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
Any
all
kind
you
of
want,
hat.
eh? Well, I
I
had
would pay for
somebody-
hats.
I had somebody basically convince me to pay for VRChat Plus because he said to me, "Do you want to have a Facebook model where there's advertising everywhere you look?" And it was like, "Yep, that's convincing enough. I am going to pay for VRChat Plus." So that and having my standard red icon showing up on my name title is also kind of cool too. So
That's I'll give you that. That's pretty cool. Although I laughed at the awkward laughter of "Do you want that from Facebook?" and you're like, "Ooh." That was a good point. That's a good thought.
Hey, Paul.
Howdy, how are you?
Hello,
Good to see
Paul.
you.
Hey, sheesh.
Looking very regal.
he brought
Thank
notes.
you very much. I'm going to stick with this avatar for a little while here.
It's
think
cool,
so.
but I can't
Oh,
see it
good.
because I'm on the quest.
What? I thought this was Quest compatible.
Oh, I'm
You
on a
might need
quest
to-
as well.
I'm on Quest.
I can't
If you
see.
open your-
It says perf
you
block,
open
but
your-
I can see a preview of
If
it
you
on the
open
menu.
your quick menu, and then you get the capsule shape around Paul, and then click him with your trigger, and you'll get a little vibration in your left controller. Then in the center of your menu, you'll want to click Show Avatar, and then he should appear.
This guy VRChats.
Show avatar stats, show avatar author.
Oh, it's towards the center.
Yep.
You may be in a different spot though. Another way
Yeah,
to
the
do
show
it
avatar or hide avatar.
Okay,
is
I
if
clicked
you
on
Ooh.
this
Okay,
way
I see.
might be more universal. If you press the button to close out of your quick menu real quick, and then press it to open it again. And then once you're there, click on Safety in the upper right-hand corner.
Oh, okay.
And then in the upper right-hand corner there, click Performance Options.
Okay.
Messages from the
And
universe.
set minimum displayed performance rank to Poor.
Ooh, okay. Now it's
And
on
now hit
poor.
OK. Yep. It's nice and fancy.
Is anybody else hearing the audio?
And you can hit OK and then get out of your menu.
It's like okay.
I can see. Yes. Yes.
I'm so
Well done.
Hey, well done, well done.
This reminds me so much.
All in 3D. In VR.
It's like a
I
different
can
world.
see the jewelry. tree. In the
That's like one thing I really liked about normal VR. I don't know if you ever did normal VR.
In the book.
You have a book.
It's the good book.
But in normal VR, there's this thing where it's like, oh, if you have a menu open, everybody can see you have a menu open, and it's like really awkward to be like, well, do you want your menu open? And everyone's like, you can actually help other people in. I guess seen this in like normal or where it's like, oh, if you have a menu, everyone else can go, I see you have your menu open. Have you tried clicking this? And like everyone knows when it's open and available, so you can be a lot easier than talking through it.
It's like that in Neos VR too. You open up a menu, everyone can see it. At least I think that's the case.
Makes sense, or else you look really dumb.
Maybe they do that to avoid people targeting others for like blocking and muting. Though that seems like an edge case scenario where someone would have their menu open to mute or block someone. I don't know, but yeah, that would be useful.
Maybe. I see it. Paul, I heard you got a new paper that just came out for SIGGRAPH, or am I way off on the timing?
We posted it. It is called Total Relighting.
Congratulations.
The idea is, thank you. Yes. So you can take a picture, like say a selfie, and suppose you want to change out the background to a new background, and then also change the lighting on the face so that now it looks like the lighting that should be there in the new background. Then we have a couple of neural networks that figure out how to do it. It estimates the alpha channel for you pretty well, and then it estimates what your diffuse texture map would look like if you were a CGI asset. It estimates what your normal map would look like if you were a CGI asset. It estimates a whole bunch of gloss maps, and then it throws it into a neural rendering thing that tries to resynthesize a view of you looking like you're in the new lighting environment, including shadows and highlights and all the stuff that should change, and it works reasonably well.
Cool.
Where do we find
Awesome.
that, Paul?
Yes.
If you Google Total Relighting, it will take you to the webpage for the project.
With a space, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just
Yep,
making
it's not like Total Recall will automatically pop up from my Google search.
It is like Total Recall a lot. Like I had my very socially distant, just a few friends backyard birthday last June, and we did a poll to see what movie we should watch, projecting on the wall in the backyard, and it was Total Recall came up, and I think that it was a surprisingly good movie that I hadn't seen in like almost 30 years. So I think it's been on the mind, and I think it helped influence the name of the paper here.
Is this
Oh, fantastic.
is this a PDF, Paul, that I'm looking when I bring it up?
Well, it should bring up a web page for Total Relighting, and it should have it should have the authors, it should have a teaser image, it should have a video. There's like 4 minutes of video showing results. And then there's a PDF that's probably like 14 pages of small type and stuff, which is what SIGGRAPH wants you to send them if you want a paper.
Okay. I do see your name here, but it's a PDF. It says Total Relighting, and it's augmentedperception.github.io.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Yep.
I'm actually going
That's totally
to
it.
post this right here on the stream because I can do that.
Oh.
So
Some scientific talk there, so be careful.
yeah. So
This looks
Hello,
incredible.
streamers.
yeah.
Hello.
Very nicely done.
Are we live right now? Let me.
I've also learned that SIGGRAPH likes tiny text that are really big words.
Wow.
That's what SIGGRAPH really likes. And some images.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Big fan.
More the better. So SIGGRAPH will sadly be virtual this year, which is too bad. I don't know. August, maybe we could have had a partially in-person event, but they decided to go virtual a long time ago.
Well, not if they wanted people from outside the U.S. The U.S. might be all ready by August.
Probably
the rest
not
of us
economical. Yeah, probably not economical if it's outside the U.S. If they need those people.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be virtual. So we have to record a talk at some point and post that and such. But it should be pretty self-explanatory. We trained it basically using the light stage that we built at Google.
Nice.
So we have like a pretty decent light stage. It has like 100 cameras on it. It has 331 lights. And we brought 70 people to come in. We went with like a casting agency to try to get a diverse range of people to come in. And each person came in, stood in the light stage, and we recorded them one light at a time. So we'd light up the first light, the second light, the third light. We'd go in the whole sphere all the way around. Takes like 6 seconds. And then we'd have it do it for another facial expression and then another pose. And then we'd have them switch out their coat or put on a hat or put their hands in a different position. And we did this for 70 people. And since we know what all these people look like one light at a time, we can resynthesize just with simple imagery combination what they look like in any lighting environment. And then you can start training a network that if a person looks like this in this lighting, then they would look like this in that lighting. And more, and
fantastic.
It figures it out.
Paul, do you work at Google?
That's cool.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been there. I joined actually in June of 2016 to work on Google Daydream, which is at the time the future of virtual reality. And then I sort of
I still have the pin for that.
Apart. Yeah, I lived through the pain. Yeah,
That's interesting.
So there was sort of like 2 years of trying to find what my purpose at Google is. And and I've been in Google research for a while, so I'm kind of with my kin over there at the moment.
So if that's true, I have to ask, if you don't mind, do you know a few good tacos?
A few, like, is that a video? Is that a VR game?
No, that is hi Steve.
That is the username of an individual who previously worked on Daydream as well.
Okay. Well, there were hundreds of people working on Daydream. I mean, Google did.
Yeah.
You know, they put some serious outlay into the whole venture for that. But I did not. So I wasn't in the Mountain View office. I was down here in LA. So I was kind of remote. I would go up there occasionally and meet people. But they had some astounding people on the team. Okay. Yeah. But that was.
He's is still at Google. He's
excellent.
Nice.
Google tries to find new opportunities for people going forward. They're just not necessarily as cool as what you were working on if they cancel it. And you always want to be careful with Google, because if you're working on something that's too cool,
if they cancel
it might get canceled. Yeah.
That seems to be a track record.
Yeah.
I'm still crying over.
I was actually there's a site that has a graveyard of Google, and it was astounding how long it took to scroll down. The list of dead projects is massive. It's like the Greenpoint Cemetery in Brooklyn. I mean, it's crazy.
I was one of those people who hung out on Google Plus until the bitter end. So.
It was so much better.
I remember,
but you never know when you used it.
It started off so promising. Pardon?
Yeah. That's back when I had skin on my face.
Yeah,
I was
exactly. 2012 it was. Almost a decade ago now.
Yeah. Actually, for Halloween, 1 year I went as the ghost of Google Plus. That was +1ing everyone at the party.
Oh, nice.
I'm so lonely. I had cobwebs all over me. I'm like, I'm lonely. +1. I +1 you.
But it's really cool when
back like Crocs do.
Nice.
When a dead project gets open sourced like Tilt Brush, and then all of a sudden magic happens.
Yes.
Oh, Tilt Brush is dead?
Yeah.
Is magic happening?
Yeah, Tilt Brush was killed off, but open sourced, and then they made a multi-user Tilt Brush, and they made a WebXR Tilt Brush, and so Tilt Brush is alive and well.
Yay! That's fantastic.
Tilt Brush is dead. Long live Tilt
But
Brush.
it was like Google just gave up on it, but the community picked it up.
I highly recommend Multibrush, which is an off-brand of that. You can have up to 12 people in there, and you can just hang out and paint to your heart's content, and it's got some gorgeous tools. 12 people in there. It's really beautiful.
Yeah. We need to have more social VR platforms. Sorry?
Is Multibrush WebXR or is
it'd be cool if they had plugins for places like this where you can just. Like if we could fire up Tilt Brush tools in here.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on where you go,
that have
but
some similar.
We actually have it for anyone on PC. We have brushes, not dumb ones, but we've got them.
Right there.
Brushes? What?
They're over there behind
me. Like, what are you talking about? You just wave your arm. But seriously,
I'm on the Quest.
I used to work in a VR arcade, and one of our games was a multiplayer, very simple multiplayer game where you could paint, and it was aimed at kids, and that was one of our most popular games. It's painting together.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
So much fun.
There we go.
Really
That's better.
Yeah.
It is.
In the earlier days, we would pass off the headset for Exquisite Corpse, a creative exercise in adding on to each other's work.
Mm.
Yeah.
Exquisite
Back when I had free time.
Corpse.
That'd be fun.
That's a great
Even
name.
better
That's
if
the
you could
name
stay
for
in
it.
a headset.
One person
It
starts
would have
part of the
been.
drawing and then pass it to the next person, and then they add it. Or you can do it
I
with writing
see.
as well. Yep. It's
Okay.
I love the name
That's
though.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a cool name.
stories and poems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you got in store tonight, world hopping wise? Because I
Man.
can't hang tonight, but I'm curious.
Like the
Well,
meetup.
let's take a look, huh?
It's funny because I was
What
like,
are in my
I'm like,
current
yeah, let's do
favorites?
that. And then I disappeared. But it's just like I'm totally in. I think
Let's
that's great.
see.
Whatever date we'll choose.
We've done Five Skies. We've done
I'm
Kitchen Cooks.
Totally down. Like it's up to you guys. Completely in your
Did you
hands.
just say Five Guys?
There is a Five Guys world.
Nice.
Sorry, Fall Dudes. Fall Dudes. My bad. I'm way off.
Let's
go get some peanuts and burgers.
Burger place.
Dude, that'd be rad. I would love that.
What? I love Fall
Five
Guys.
Guys
I haven't
world
tried
sounds
that
great.
world
Beyond
yet.
Burgers.
I love the actual
I
game.
just added them to a Worlds 4 category. Where did it go? I love how it's so horrible at categorizing worlds to go to. It is the absolute worst. Where did it go? Hold on. Let me get out of the way so I can tell.
There's so many of you all, and each of you have like your own like extremely crazy schedules, and trying to get that all work. Like my expectation is maybe like 2 people will be there, and I'm not too worried about it, honestly.
Well, actually, this is my preferred way of socializing while we're under pandemic lockdown up here in Manitoba. So, I'm not getting out of the apartment very much. Let me tell you that.
For sure.
I want to believe that we have not been here, but I will have to check. So let's try this one that just kind of showed up.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, hey, Paul. How long does it take per frame generally? I mean, obviously, it would depend on what it's being run on.
You're offering?
Yeah, it's probably like a few minutes per frame.
Okay.
It's not real time. You know, obviously we're thinking like, how could we get this to run on video, which would be awesome. But
Oh, interesting.
Are you snowblind?
My right eye is out of alignment in here. Like I can see through it. Oh, you know what's weird? The world isn't rendering in my right eye. I can only see it in my left eye. I can see avatars with my right eye.
That's weird. Yeah, it's a quest. It's a quest thing.
Let's wait for Will.
Let's get out of here.
I have to
close
close
your
my
eye, it's
right
fine.
eye.
Yeah. Who can't see in their right eye? Like I'm a quest user.
Then you're a tyrant.
See with both eyes?
Yes, exactly what I said.
No quest users.
House, you scurvy dog.
Oh, that's pretty good.
the bright side's in both eyes, but not the environment.
I can see the kid. All right, so it's not just me, but
Oh, you do?
Which is interesting.
I'm on the quest. Like, does everybody have a
sound good,
like the world not rendering in the right eye?
All right, Fall Guys.
Two fingers.
Yeah.
Point and two fingers.
Okay.
Can someone say red?
What about you, Carlos?
I'm good. I'm on
Are you
desktop.
on PC or are you?
I'm PC.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're running through a thing. Come on, let's go this way.
Okay, running through the
Where are you
thing.
going?
Thanks, Joe.
Hi, Andy.
Hi.
All right, I had my mic muted when we did that last transition, so here I am again. Tenía mi micrófono apagado, entonces no me podían escuchar en la transición.
I like this game.
Thanks for saving us.
I think we've came here.
I can use both of my eyeballs.
What game is this based on?
Hola, Jens.
It's Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Carlos,
¿Qué pasó?
hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Todo en orden, todo muy bien. Te vi en Old Space.
Okay, for me, a
¿Cuándo?
lot of people are
Brevemente.
thrashing.
Ayer estabas en línea, creo que estabas haciendo pruebas.
Ah,
Okay,
ok,
that means
en la noche.
Everybody's flickering.
Someone set them
Durante el día también.
too
Sí,
far.
también.
Este,
Too close.
con XR, Education in XR, posiblemente.
Could be. Yesterday I was in a world and
watching
Sí,
the
es con una organización de Washington
thing
DC.
there. It was kind of a weird.
Ah, ya, muy bien.
Smaller as they run towards
¿Qué cuentas?
Pues aquí estoy preparando mi espacio para invitar ya a gente para que vengan a ver un show inmersivo aquí hecho a mano.
¿En dónde?
Aquí en Estados Unidos, en Los Ángeles. Renté un espacio y voy a pues es como una galería de realidad virtual.
Sí. ¿Cuándo es? ¿Para qué fechas?
Ya les platicaré. Tú vas a poder escoger, lo voy a publicar en Eventbrite.
Okay.
Y pues te voy a pasar pues tienes que venir físicamente, porque esa es la propuesta, ¿no? Que hagas una experiencia inmersiva.
Muy bien.
Y ya estoy trabajando en los detalles, que va a estar muy Venice related. Y pues sí, para que pues haya como impulsos que la gente se recuerde de. Y ya les platicaré en cuando lo tenga corriendo, les voy a dar un recorrido virtual.
Si me das un póster o una gráfica en donde pueda incluirlo para cuando estés platicando de él, lo podemos enseñar.
Eso.
Okay. Muy bien.
Muy bien. Y con Multibrush te puedo invitar a mi mundo.
Sí, está bien, me parece muy bien, me encantaría.
Hacemos eso. Órale. Tú ya has estado aquí, ¿verdad?
Sí, ya he venido antes. Vamos a checar.
¿Tú estás estás en PC?
Sí, estoy en PC.
Sí, ¿no?
Sí.
Sí, vamos al otro lado.
We'll try that. That sounds fun.
See you around there, perhaps, Paul.
Yes.
Of course, yeah, that sounds great.
I don't really know the protocol around that. I figured if you're talking about it, it's probably okay to talk about then.
Oh yeah, start drumming up interest. We just released our paper last week because the papers committee, when we actually have to submit them in January, and then they look at them. 5 reviewers look at them for 2 months, and then they come back with the reviews. We read the reviews and the scores. We rebut those. And then they decide if they accept it or reject it, and then they tell us changes they want us to make. And they finally accepted our changes and said, okay, it's good to go. We're going to publish this totally for sure, like a week and a half ago. So that's why we dropped it last week.
There's a few people that I think got lost.
I'm looking forward to looking through that. Sounds impressive. Sounds really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good use of neural networks to do things that we only imagined were possible one day.
Indeed.
How's it going for you?
So it's totally okay to drum up your panel at this point.
But oddly enough, good
to know.
I've not had a whole lot of time these days, so this is really good.
SIGGRAPH doesn't mind the free advertising.
With you guys here, this is awesome.
I like it.
And I'll look forward to it. That should be great.
Yeah. We got people to represent each of the platforms. So I've got, we're going to represent like a VRChat, and then somebody's going to, Jason from Metamovie's going to represent Neos, and Brandon Bradley is going to represent Mozilla. And then I got somebody from Standard Presents, one of the producers, who would represent sort of like building your own application kind of thing. So it's the idea of like all these different forms of digital theater, but I'm new to the whole like process, and the whole like linklings thing is like I wish it was a little more intuitive, and like it would email you when things when you have like responses, so that you know to go in and talk to them, because that process is not intuitive. Plus the whole like signing up for the panels, we're gonna have to sit down and try to figure out like all the things that they're asking us for. So I may reach out to you and say, what is this thing that they're asking for? Like, what is this? Does this have anything to do with the panel, or is this all like papers, right? You just gotta figure that out.
Yeah, hopefully they'll email you when they need stuff. But yeah, they have their own funny system called Linklings. They hired some guy to make it who's kind of on the committee, and it's a bespoke system that's not terrible, but also not good. So good luck navigating. I'll help if I can.
And in the computing section, and we did a whole book on how to like a guide to Second Life, and it was really
I think I may even have it. I may even have it on my shelf. Actually, I collected guides to Second Life back in the day.
Then you probably do have the McGraw-Hill one. My name won't be on it because I did more technical books. But my colleague did social media, social types of books.
Okay, cool.
But it was so funny because I remember her and her editor really fighting for it to be published because the main editor was like, "What is this? I don't know what this is." Will people read
Second
this?
Life gets that a lot, and a lot of people nowadays are still surprised to hear that it's still going strong and still. They actually were purchased by an investment firm last year. It's the same investment firm called the Waterfield Group that also owns Goldman Sachs. So it's in good hands. Second Life is going to be around for another 18 years, I predict. It's still a very profitable company, and they still earn a lot of money from it. And of course, they're the original virtual world which had content creators able to make and sell goods and services to other avatars on their marketplace. And people are still making a side income or even their full income from creating content on Second Life.
Wow. That's amazing.
VRChat still needs to be able to implement an in-world currency and a marketplace for buying and selling. I know that they were going to be hiring people to work on that, but it's not going to be an easy road for them because many people in VRChat are just so used to using ripped content from other companies and anime girls from some movie they ripped, and it's going to be hard to transition that into an economy where people are willing. I mean, there is an economy already in VRChat, but it's entirely happening outside the platform in places like VRChat Traders Discord, where people are posting specifications for custom avatars and people are willing to put together for them. So it'll be a transition to kind of integrate that into the existing platform. I really do think.
Interesting. So I'm totally new to VR, completely new.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You should visit my blog at ryanschultz.com, and I have a list there's a column on the left-hand side, and there's a comprehensive list of social VR and virtual worlds, and it's an alphabetical listing of all the platforms I've visited and written about, so you might want to check that out.
I will, because in VRChat, I've found it's difficult to, maneuver my way around and find people.
It's hard to find good places. It's hard to find people to connect with.
Yes, absolutely. So, I was telling Deirdre the other yesterday, that I go into VRChat and I just find a bunch of 8-year-olds who are yelling at each other.
And then I feel
totally uncomfortable being there. So it'd be great to have like a
group like XR Social Club here that will help guide you towards places that are worth visiting. I've made a lot of new friends through this group. Carlos is a friend of mine that I know from way back, and he's the one who got me to start coming out to these meetings. And I've gotten to know a lot of new people through that, and make some new friends, and visit some really cool places. Usually they pick 2 or 3 places to visit, and as you can see, that's almost secondary to the socializing that's going on all around us right now. So
right, exactly. I mean, this is really great because I haven't been in a social situation like everyone else since a year ago.
Yeah,
so it's like
you and me both. I've been working from home for 13 months now, and unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have a third wave of COVID here in Manitoba and Canada, and we're going to have a third lockdown again. We had one in November that we never really fully loosened. So I am I'm getting all my socialization needs met in social VR and virtual worlds right now, which is kind of funny because that's what I write about. But works really well for me. My brain feels like I'm having a conversation in a crowded, busy room right now. So
people have to come up and just give them hugs.
Do you still work at McGraw-Hill?
Switch, and then you might receive hugs.
It's hard to make
McKenna, are you still there?
She froze up.
Yeah, I think she froze.
The demand is outstripping.
I have have that effect on people.
Something made. People are just like, thank you.
Are you lying down right now?
No, I'm actually seated. I'm in seated VR. I wish I had room scale, but I need to rearrange my apartment completely and throw out my sofa and do a few things to get room scale.
Go travel.
I literally have a wall. Yeah, I literally have a wall behind my left shoulder here, so I can't really, swing my arm back beyond this. Absolutely. And if I put my arms by my side while I'm sitting down, I get this.
I should look that up.
Exactly.
I'm not I'm a little constrained right now.
Spend no time doing, right?
It's funny how the body posture in most VR people are like
all the other things other than actually making the work or performing.
Well, in Neos VR and in VRChat too, there are people that attach five pucks to their hips and their feet and their shoulders to get a much more naturally moving avatar. I also purchased a Vive facial tracker, one of the new facial trackers that tracks your lower face and your chin and your mouth while you're talking. But unfortunately, my gaming computer is 4 years old, and whenever I use the Vive facial tracker, my CPU melts down, so I need to upgrade my desktop computer soon.
Is your avatar just doing this thing with voice?
I'm just doing the headset and the hands right now. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. VRChat has some great.
Here is like such
there's
a little bit of a team there,
I'm
but
not sure
so
what it
much,
Mike Hanna just asked to join us again, so he's going to be back soon.
Version that drives everything,
which
is awesome, but it does.
I actually had to restart VRChat twice before I could get in today for some strange reason. Actually, I had to restart my computer.
There's a recent
yeah, that might be it. I can still remember VRChat from 4 years ago when they had the central fireplace and people used to hang out there. That was fun. It's amazing how often social VR platforms like VRChat will go back to the outspace too. Go back to the campfire.
We're behind you.
We're kind of like, hey,
here's a universal symbol.
Stuff like that.
Anybody?
Yeah, it is. Hi, you crashed on me. I was going to ask you. Do you still work at McGraw-Hill?
No, I don't. I don't work there. That was quite a long time ago. Right now, I'm just working on my writing, and I teach as a consultant in community college as a drama teacher.
In reality,
oh, cool.
Without signaling that you're going to
yeah. Figuring a lot of pies.
That stuff. So
a ton of fingers and a ton of pies.
Yeah, I'm really lucky. I work full-time as a librarian at the University of Manitoba. That's my paying job. And the blog is something I work on. It is a great job. I love doing it. But I'm about 3 years before I retire, and I hope to be able to transition to write my blog full-time and also be a vlogger full-time. Carlos and I are going to be co-producing a show. We did the first season a couple of years ago. It's called the Metaverse Newscast. And we are going to get started again and do a second season where we interview content creators in the virtual worlds where they create. So I'm hoping Carlos and I will be probably interviewing some content creators and world builders here in VRChat, as well as in Rec Room and a whole bunch of other places.
That sounds exciting.
So intimate that we don't.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to it. The pandemic has just kind of thrown everything up in the air right now, but it's not going to be forever. I can see that we're going to be out of it within 3 to 6 months. Less quickly than the U.S., but we're going to get there eventually. So.
Well, we were holding our breath for a second. We didn't know what was going to happen. But it's funny because I've actually found myself being really busy over the pandemic during lockdown because I did get laid off from my job, and so it was just a horrible admin job. job that I was doing to,
new ways to
one of these, like, I'm an artist and I have to pay the bills.
That's sort of like
So,
limited.
you gotta sacrifice a little bit. So I was in an admin position. They cut it, and I said, you know what? This is. I don't want to look for another admin job. I'm tired of it. So I just spent the last year studying and writing and meeting people and taking classes and workshops, and it's been like a really good year as an artist, not as a social person. No, maybe even as a social person, because I've met a lot of people across the world. So it's been really interesting.
Well,
I wouldn't have gotten into VR.
Yeah, well, that's just it. When did you start? When did you pick up VR? Then it must be very recently.
Yeah. So a friend of mine was saying how she has an Oculus and she goes to different worlds, and then she mentioned performance, and I said, "What?
Yes.
Performance?
Yes, there are theater performance in VR.
Yeah.
So
and I'm like, sign me up. Like, how do I get one? And so I got one, and then a group called Theater Communication Group that is
a couple of pinch points that I'm sure you would love
that I follow had a whole workshop, just a kind of an overview of theater in VR, and I was sold. I was like, this is amazing.
Have you spoken to Deirdre yet? Deirdre is actually involved in theater in social VR, and she'd be a good person to get to know.
It's funny. She's the one who actually brought me here.
So she's, Oh, okay. I think Immersivist was leading us to the next portal. It's behind you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take off. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off and get ready.
Carlos,
Yes.
friend, I have to go. We have a thing to do tonight. So goodbye, everyone. I'm leaving a little early.
Bye,
Have a
Steve.
lovely journey.
Thanks for checking it out.
We'll see you next
Bye.
week.
All right, my friend.
Good luck.
You take care of yourself.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Be well.
You too. Thank you. Ciao. All right.
Carlos and friends.
I know. Coming.
Up next.
All right. Let's go to another spot and see what's going on there. Vamos a otro lugar y a ver qué onda.
Okay, I'm not falling down the hole. Am I too
This
fast?
whole idea looks familiar. Is this the guy who did
Where'd you
that
find
other
this
thing for a
place?
couple of weeks ago?
I do not
Brandon, I
know.
love that avatar.
No, not for me.
Oh my God!
Hey, buddy.
I tried to
Hey,
jump.
buddy.
Oh my God, that is adorable.
Don't feed him water in the
It
dark.
just looks. It looks like you're having soft.
Don't feed them after midnight.
Yeah.
Butt knives.
Exactly. Don't feed him after midnight.
Darkness.
You know, the shaders in VRChat are really. Oh my God, what the hell happened?
You okay, buddy?
No, he's pitch black.
Okay.
Did we kill him?
Oh my, what's going on? What's happening?
Some psychedelics here.
What's up?
I don't know how to
What's
get down
up?
there. Yeah, it doesn't seem to. It highlights, but it doesn't work.
That's fascinating.
Oh, he graduated.
This is the most adorable thing I've seen in VRChat for like 6 minutes.
There's another one. There's another one here. They're multiplying.
Are there? Where's the other one? No, I don't see
This
the other
one
one.
keeps going
Everyone's
full bright.
It's like
Are
triple.
these like creations you made with the fox? What's this?
This is
amazing creations.
This is an avatar that the creator of this world named Juice created, which is it's the most complex one I've ever seen. There's a billion different options that you can change on the fly. I've never seen anything quite like it. Like I can go in
That's
and
really wild.
let's see. I can change the size on the fly and see. Let's put
an actual person.
chef hat, Dr. Seuss feather cap, bray, ram horns. There's like
Nice.
It's insane. I don't.
Wow.
So you can just customize it however you
That's
want.
why the fox is so low poly.
The fox. Then customize. Look for shiny chunks. They do stuff.
Though on PC, it looks all fluffy. It looks like a Pixar character.
Image if you're in a hurry.
Really? Oh. Maybe I need to get on the PC.
We're doing some CMS
Via Airlink.
VR game builds right now. One of them is Survivor.
I'm gonna switch into.
There we go.
Switch into a normal one.
An easy way to get back up here.
So it's Survivor Man, you know, that guy who sort of originated the survival TV series of like going out into the forest by himself with like a match and some gaff tape. So we've got him as a celebrity host, but we've got this method of making a high fidelity digital character that goes in and runs in a quest. They look better than some of the stuff you're seeing here. But what's interesting about virtual worlds is
Hey guys.
That was quite the sight, the world you took me to last
mountain
week.
peak, and you've got to get down a glacier.
Is that the one in outer space?
No.
No.
Yes,
wait.
of course.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was pretty out there.
Okay.
I ended up buying 3 avatars from
and
Candy.
have multiple people join you in it.
Badass.
I wanted to wear it tonight, but I need to have it put on my account, and I don't know how to do
Hook up
that.
with you and take a look at it, and
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It's not impossible. It's all free, but it definitely does cost patience.
No, I got charged. I paid money for
I
it.
get my best ideas from talking to other people.
Very impressive.
Okay? I have a Discord
I
server
spent
for
three.
Reddit.com,
I spent 3 hours in
and
there
I get
after you
half
left
my
me.
ideas from the
Figure out how to get those things.
Yeah, it's addicting.
Really, Carlos?
Yeah.
Wow.
And all social
Just any of them. Like it says, Carlos, you're not streaming today.
Say again?
So, and I talk to people.
Yeah,
and I
maybe.
just-
No streaming today.
When you hover over them.
Never hear about otherwise.
Oh, you are. Oh, I see.
You said it was CFS.
Nice.
Oh, the models. Oh, the models are over here.
And the money goes out towards projects.
Did Will take off? Where the hell Will?
The money goes out towards television.
He hopped to another
for interactive
floating island.
There's a hole here that takes you to caves. You might be down there.
50 years ago.
Oh,
Now, if you're a Canadian broadcaster,
Should we get the rest of the folks to follow us?
broadcast a certain amount of Canadian content.
Okay, that was a bad idea. Oh, hey.
There's more caves.
These taxes
I'm now a wiggly Sharpie.
Canadian government.
You did it. Oh, whoa. That's a wiggly Sharpie.
Yeah.
Whoa, you're tiny.
My name.
No more wiggling.
From
A Ghibli film.
I'm on your website.
Hello.
I
I tried to wave. That was
noticed
done.
that.
My website.
Thank you. Thank you.
Contact me form. There's a
Where'd you get this suit sprite from?
Can you finish it on my hand?
Secret doors.
I don't know. It's not.
I want to be tiny.
Yeah,
I'm a sentient Sharpie.
that last time as well.
It doesn't work. That is so cute. My God.
We have a program right now up on.
The two of you now. What is this?
What is he, a tiny finger?
We already
And
used a
being
Sharpie.
tiny means you can go places in this world that you couldn't go before.
Yeah, I'm the Sharpie.
And now I'm talking to this.
Wow, this is so crazy. Alright, there we go.
What else is
I like being tiny.
also here?
Size.
Being on the caves is
Yeah.
All I have right now is the
Trying to be
Leon.
visible on this. Oh, let me see if I gotta turn on shaders and stuff. Here we go.
Really fun.
Follow Avatar.
Yep. There we
Speckle?
go.
Ooh, that's kind of interesting.
Oculus, like either something that runs on a Rift on a Valve, or does it have to be Steam?
Rainbow? Neat.
Depends. I
Ooh,
think
can
it
turn
has
on
to
the
be
fire.
Steam.
Well, I mean,
I know
I
that
have
there
a
are.
PC.
I mean, I think you have to have.
This is kinda
Steam,
cool.
Or you can maybe download it from a website. I've downloaded.
Carlos, did you get to chat anybody up while you were there?
Oh yeah.
How do you, it doesn't work?
Meow, Cat, and
trying.
You can build
the other one.
Oh my goodness, guys, there's a really cool hangout spot down
Lexi
there.
Lethal or
Do you
Lethal
wanna see it? It's so
Lexi.
cool.
That runs on
Well, we
a.
can't get
Yeah,
on
they all
it.
got good stuff. They're all very familiar with
There's
the.
another way.
I've never seen anybody in any VR platform dance the way they do
the ladder with your
with the trackers on. That just blew me away. I couldn't believe how well they did that.
Put the freaking back into it. I'm gonna experiment with mine on Friday, probably.
I mean, they literally put their back into it. I mean, it's. It was just so impressive. I was mesmerized by it. I appreciate you taking me there too. Thanks.
It's the next generation, the next leap forward.
I would love to do a video with them. I met a couple of camera guys in there that did one of the videos for Candy's work.
Looking good.
Okay.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite characters from Miyazaki films.
I've seen them before. I don't think I have them on my friends list.
There's 3 of them. It's 2 guys and a girl. And they live in Canada.
It's kind of neat. I mean,
oh damn, some Canucks.
It would probably be in the expression menu.
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
We got some down there. Andrew McDonald and Ryan, I think.
Are also from Canada.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, I know Ryan
He's controlling something. I can't really see what it is. This might be a PC thing.
Descent.
Yeah, did
it. Default animations.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm down here.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, over this way. If you want to see some secret area, follow me up
Do we,
this direction. What am I doing?
do we jump over there on the platforms?
On these
You're looking
platforms right
down.
here.
No, it's your head. Oh yeah, your head is shaped. Just your head shape
What
is
is
changing.
it's
there's a-
space
there's a
bar on
shape
the
setting.
keyboard, right, to jump?
That's
I can
fun.
glow.
Yes.
I can glow
And this
more
little
or
thing
less.
down here.
Okay, here we go.
Did we
that's
get him? Did we get a clue?
Nice. I made it.
See this?
Hey guys,
I can go from white to green.
Showroom.
That wasn't too bad.
Uh,
I'm on a quest
Up
today,
on
so I
my
don't see it.
floating lily pads.
I can't get it.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Worked in the
Yeah,
end.
more features you want to see then.
Yeah, exactly.
And now everyone's going away.
Right?
They're going up.
So cool.
But I like going to this tiny door.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a you can
It's
sort
hidden
of
right over
jump
there.
right to the
Adorable, you're right.
where the avatars are. If you just click on the
Carlos,
poster.
come this way.
I'm trying to. I can't get over there. I think I'm gonna follow you then, or ask to join
Anybody
you.
fan of Princess Mononoke?
I can't get
Yeah.
Ghibli films.
Yeah. Hey, Zama. What's up?
I know we gotta make the.
I know. Probably I'm on a quest. I think there's an animation that will do the little head bobble thing. I'm just trying to do it myself. But it really hurts my neck with a
Whoa,
on. Does it look?
that was trippy.
It was trippy. That was so much fun.
Yeah. It's hard to get the timing just quite right. Maybe if I could probably do it if I was holding the head.
If you are a tiny avatar, this becomes a lot easier.
Hey Carlos, I saw you put up a Sansar stream the other day. What's exactly Sansar? Is it also like a social metaverse type deal?
Oh, it is. Yes, it's a very beautiful one too. I highly recommend it. It runs on PC, on Windows, and then I think they have a mobile app for it too.
That's fantastic.
So if I turn on my Vive, I can actually go check it out.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's one of the most beautiful worlds of all the stuff that is out there.
On my old account.
I highly recommend.
Interesting. Yeah, makes sense.
And
I'll definitely check it out. What do you use at home for PC? Which VR headset do you use?
I have the Rift. I have the Rift and the Quest.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Keeping it consistent.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
So if you ever want to go world hopping in Sansar, just ping me.
The underside of the mushroom.
You can send me a
Okay, will do,
message
yeah.
through, just tag me on the XR Social on Discord.
Okay, will do.
And
I will. Yeah.
we're 13 hours difference, right? Or 12 and a half? Is that what it is right now?
12 and a half. Yeah, if you're on the you're in Texas, right?
In Central
Did you
Time.
say Texas?
Yeah,
last-
U.S. Central Time.
Okay, Central Time. Yeah, so I am 12.5 hours ahead of Pacific Time. So I suppose I am 10.5 hours ahead of you because you are 2 hours ahead of California time, right?
So it's 9:30 for you, right now?
So what kind of music do you make?
More or less.
It's close to 7:30 a.m.
7:30. Okay.
Been a while since I've made.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What time is it your part?
It's
of the world?
5 till 9 in the evening on Wednesday.
I went to engineering
Makes
school.
sense.
I make music.
Makes sense. Makes
Hey, I'm
sense.
looking
Yeah.
for
So I'm like
What kind of music do you make?
a few hours ahead.
Yeah.
Are you gonna come see it?
Yeah. I can definitely. Yeah, Sansa. I've heard of Sansar, but I've never had a chance to try it. So I've been curious. And when I saw your stream, so I got more curious.
That was me. That was the
So
experience.
I've been lazy, but I need to set up my Vive. Eventually, I'll set up my Vive in my home office.
I think it's probably more fun to stand.
I'm just mostly staying at home these days because the
I think
lockdown
either
here
way
in
would
India.
be fine. It
There's
would
a
probably
guy
feel a little
on
more embodied if you're
Saturday
actually
at
standing,
1
since
o'clock
there's a lot
Pacific
of like
time
moving
that
around
does
and being able
world
to kind of
tours
engage with the environment that
in
you're doing.
Samsara.
But you know, really,
And
it's
that's
understand
it's
either
nice
either
to
way.
go with a bunch of
It's, you know, it's
avatars
a
because
long-ish
everybody's
experience,
talking
so you
and
might
stuff like that.
you know, if like
Yeah, similar to here, I would imagine, right? But like a different
it's more
application.
like an hour. It kind of depends on.
Yes.
The only reason it would be anywhere close to an
it's
hour
a
and a
lot
half is
more
if there's some
polished.
problems with onboarding.
Although
You
some
know,
of the
where
Because
people
it's
aren't able to
PC
get in or
based,
something.
so
So it can happen.
I
but
guess it's
our shows
more.
lately have been running under an hour.
The graphics may be
Nice. Oh, I'm
much
so
much
excited.
more elaborate and better. I
Yeah, me too.
suppose.
This it's it's super fun.
Thanks for
Interesting.
posting it.
Well, I'm glad you saw the
I
stream.
know, it's so weird. Like they sent an email out saying, "All right, there's
No,
gonna
I
be
did.
performances
Yeah, I was
next
like,
week."
yeah,
I'm
I gotta check it out.
Their
Did
tiny
you tell
door
anybody?
thing and see if they left.
Well, let's
Have you been?
So it's good. So it's been good to like just like get the word out because it's so exciting. You know, everybody's been asking about when performances
Have you
are going to be.
have you
so long,
tried
so
any other
It's
experiences
yeah.
lately
It's good
in
to
VR?
finally
about
do it.
24 of them.
Yay! Oh, I'm so sad.
Nice. You're pretty updated then.
There's
That's cool.
one of the guys that is running around here
That's the
tonight.
best
His name is
yeah.
Ryan
I'm
Schultz,
gonna have
and
to
he has
check
a
it out.
page
Uh-huh.
that shows
Yeah,
all the
good to see
active
you.
worlds
Yeah, we
right
should
now.
actually
And I've
figure
used
out
his
how to
page
Meet
to
up
find
IRL
places
now
to
that
go
we
to.
can do those things.
Yes.
So-
Are you
Okay.
in LA?
Okay. That's cool.
RyanSchultz.com.
Amazing. I'm in Pasadena.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
check it out. I did run into Ryan earlier.
That'd be amazing.
And,
Let's
you
do
check
that.
out
Yeah,
his
I'm-
website.
I'm,
he
you know,
has
I'm-
descriptions
my
of the different worlds,
schedule
and then
this
you can
weekend
make a
is,
list of things that you'd be
pretty free, like
interested in
on
looking
Saturday before the show, or you know,
Nice,
sometime next
nice.
week or something. But
Awesome.
yeah,
So, buddy.
yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, well, you know, now that there are shows, we should figure out how to actually go see a show.
This environment all of a sudden became a lot more quieter.
at. Yeah,
Seriously.
everybody left.
Did they hop into?
Let's
See,
go.
we
all just went into the hidden areas.
Oh, there's Tiny Will right there.
Cheers.
Cheers. See you next time.
We're done.
See you, streamers.
Later.
Ashish?
Is it 7 o'clock already?
Yeah.
It is 7 o'clock.
Ashish, you want to
Okie dokie.
you want to say goodbye to everybody in,
Yes, sir.
in Hindi?
Of course. Very nice meeting everyone. But that's English. I need to switch to Hindi. So बहुत अच्छा लगा सबसे मिलके. शुभ रात्रि अगर आप अमेरिका में हैं. और शुभ दिन अगर आप इंडिया में हैं. सबको बहुत सारा प्यार. Live in love. Bye bye.
Peace.
Bye bye.
All right, guys.
Peace. Bye bye.
See you next week, everybody.
Later.
Hello.
Bye bye, big world.
Estamos en comunicación, gents.
Va que va, Carlos. Sí, hablemos pronto.
Okay, sale pues.
Oh, I'm back here again.
Ciao.
That was amazing.
Honestly, same.
Right?
Good night,
That
everybody.
was fun.
Glad you guys caught it.
Hey.
Good world. Good checkup.
That was
look like
really
me.
cool down there.
Oops, I just.
I fell
That
in a
was
hole in the
amazing.
caves.
Yeah, it's really funny watching two characters like this talk to you and just like stand and look at each other.
Oh, these guys? Oh, yeah.
She looks like me. I mean,
If you guys check out the general in the Discord, y'all can see all the shit I was troubleshooting. Trying to get
Oh
here.
no. Oh boy. I'm excited. I'll take a look.
I
Transparent.
broke a quest too.
Glowing.
Nice.
Mm.
Well, hell yeah.
I just rubbed her off.
You rubbed her and she disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's the power of magic.
Hang on. Let's try that again.
No.